Me now to further discuss this matter, a spokesperson for the NNPP and Senator Kwankwaso's Presidential Campaign Council, Ladipo Johnson. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
All right. So, Malam Ibrahim Shekarau is now out of the NNPP and he has joined the PDP. What is your reaction to that?
Well, we wish him well. He's gone back to the party where anything goes. He came in when the APC had clearly dumped him. The Court of Appeal had said that Governor Ganduje's faction had control of the party. So he had nothing with his people. They spoke and they came to an agreement. He demanded for, or asked for, let me be fair to him, for 31 members of the House of Assembly out of about 40. Also, numerous amounts of people contesting for the Federal House of Representatives. And there was no way that they made a commitment to him that that would be given to him. Now, they came at a time where people had bought forms, etc. It is not an easy thing to start to tell people in a party that you claim to want to bring about a new Nigeria, to start to tell them that, oh, some other people are coming, you have to drop your ambition, you have to do that. It's not an easy thing. Good thing, his own seat was secured, that's Kano Central Senatorial District. The person there was willing to let go. Unfortunately, they had been told, okay, if we work together, we will definitely win Kano. These people that cannot get seats or tickets now, he can be a commissioner, this and that. But as I say, he was made an offer he couldn't refuse by the PDP, and he's taken the offer. So we wish him well. What we frown at is his insinuation, well, not insinuation, his claim that he was betrayed. No one betrayed him. He's a rolling stone. As you said, he's back in the PDP. He's gone all the way around. And so we wish him well. It's all right.
Well, you mentioned earlier about some, do I call it requests now, that yes. Malam Shekarau made. But of course, those requests, or if you call them demands, were made before he joined your party, the NNPP.
Yes.
And you mentioned there was no clear-cut agreement on
No, what I said was he made those requests, or they made it at the point of joining, or through the process.
Okay.
And they were clearly told that, look, people have purchased forms and etc.
So are you saying he agreed to that at the beginning?
He sat there. When did he start to complain? When? After INEC closed this portal? You understand? Look, this is a simple thing. I'm moving, I have a good offer, I'm relinquishing my senatorial ticket. I'm not contesting for anything, so God only knows what PDP have offered him. There are rumors out there, but he's accepted that. You've accepted it, you've accepted it. Move on.
But if
I'm glad to say that quite a few of his people have remained. You know, you've accepted it, you've accepted it. Don't start to try to blackmail and say someone betrayed you.
Well, if you listen to what he said, he mentioned yes. that he's fighting against injustice. And if he gets to any political party and he realizes yes. that fairness and justice is not being upheld, he and his followers would move. So
well,
was
if
the party of the NNPP
comes to equity, must come with clean hands. They were fair to him. Does it make sense to any of us sitting here, even if you're not a politician, that you've done people have bought forms, you're getting ready for primaries, or in the process, someone comes in and says, out of 40 houses of assembly, give me 31. Would you say yes?
But we know that sometimes these agreements are not necessarily
Exactly. You wouldn't say
written.
yes. So
Mr.
his
Johnson,
story doesn't even make sense.
Mr. Johnson, what I'm saying is that
His story
sometimes some
doesn't
of
even make
these
sense.
political permutations and all might not necessarily be written. Sometimes they're gentleman agreement.
What I'm saying, of course, it's always a gentleman's agreement. And everybody, those in politics, ask them, APC, wherever, they know Rabiu Kwankwaso. One, he will never promise. He will not promise. That's Kwankwaso. He will tell you, okay, let's work at it. It's difficult, this, that, what can we do?
But it's
and
about...
if he says to you, let's work on, because he has some members who are sitting members of the House of Reps. These ones, their seats have been secure. But this 31 you are asking for, out of 40, not possible at the moment.
All right, it's about 7 months to the 2023 elections. And some political watchers say that the NNPP's loss of Ibrahim Shekarau is huge. It's big. It's massive.
No, I don't think so. You see, you put it in the context of Kano. You understand? Last elections, Shekarau, Ganduje, and Jibrin, and many others were together in 2019. And to all intents and purposes, Kwankwaso defeated them. I'm talking about the gubernatorial. Now, you know, it was extended, all sorts of things happened, and they said they had a rerun, and yes, the Ganduje returned. But people like Jibrin have admitted as to what happened. Now, this time, Kwankwaso is the person on the ballot.
All right, Mr. Johnson, very quickly, just before we go, what is the strategy of the NNPP going into the 2023 elections?
The strategy of the NNPP going into the 2023 elections is to ensure that the grassroots mobilization of the party, which is going on now, especially in the northern core north, northwest, northeast, it's going on, and that's why you see that the PDP is trying to poach in Kano, because they know the volume of votes there. It's going on there, it's building every day stronger, and we have to move it in the next 7 months to the southern part of the country.
But then it also means that all of the parties are eyeing Kano, because obviously it's not only Kwankwaso that is from Kano. He's from Kano, Shekarau is from Kano, Ganduje is from Kano, and of course we know he supports another party.
And you know
how wait to see what 23 elections holds,
Mr. Johnson. To defeat someone in Kano who is a son there. You will leave your son and go and support someone for vice president.
The 2023 elections would tell us the result of all that. Ladipo Johnson is spokesperson of the NNPP and Rabi Musa Kwankwaso's Presidential Campaign Council. Thank you for joining us on TVC News.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.